So I'm hanging out at Casa Cuadrau in the Charlotte, where we have lots of things to hang from. And I really recommend installing in your dwelling place, if you can, a nice anchor point that you can hang from. Because when we hang, the lovely thing that happens is the whole body kind of gets stretched out but in an even way. And because we're supporting ourselves, we're also developing a certain amount of strength to make sure that the opening that the stretch is inviting is one that we're kind of in control of. So for me, my feet are on the ground here. And this can be a nice way to start, is to hang from a place where we can also take the strain a little bit with our feet, so we can learn to support ourselves through the whole area of the shoulder girdle, and then gradually allow ourselves to support ourselves in the shoulder. So if I don't have clearance for the legs, I can come up a little higher and hang off the wood. And let the whole body just hang down in a nice straight line. Check the neck is relaxed and feel the whole body lengthening. This is a great thing to do every day. And you can build up the time. And you can also hang in different ways. So as well as hanging with the hands facing the same way, like this, you can also have one hand one way, one hand the other. You can experiment with the width of your grip as well. So you can hang in one way, and then you can change and hang in the other way. And just hanging like this, you're going to start rehabilitating this integrity all around the shoulder joint. So a really useful thing to practice. When the hanging becomes very easy, another thing we can add is what we could call a scapular pull-up. So rather than doing a full pull-up, we're going to just work with the muscles in between the shoulder blades to lift ourselves up, keeping the arms pretty much straight. And this is going to help develop strength around the shoulder. And if we're doing a lot of yogasana, this will really help ensure space when we're working with postures where we're pushing against the ground. So a useful exercise to practice. I'll show that from the other angle. So we hang, and then we lift straight up and down, but the arms stay straight. So it's like the first part of the pull-up. And if we want, we can continue into the pull-up. And into a whole other range of movement possibilities. But this simple motion of moving up in the shoulder blades will also be very helpful to help create more space in the shoulders. But hanging alone is really good to just open the shoulders up. Say for example I want to do a handstand. Handstand's going to be much easier if I've got a straight line from my feet all the way to my hands. So if my shoulders don't allow me to take my arms back, hanging is a way to open the shoulders. Now these days, because of working on a computer, at a desk, driving a car, it's not uncommon for people to get quite tight in the shoulders. And so hanging is one of the best ways to open them up. When I was a teenager, my basketball coach, she always got us to hang. And then one of the movement teachers I've had the opportunity to work with in recent years, Ido Portal, really recommend his online resources. He did a hanging challenge where he suggested hanging for a total of 7 minutes a day for a whole month or longer. It doesn't mean 7 minutes all at one time, but you got your anchor point in your home. And you just stop and hang for a while. 30 seconds here, a minute there. And then over time, this whole area becomes more and more open. And it's a lovely way to lengthen the body. So say you've been sat down for a long time, you hang, everything gets lengthened out. So a really nice unit you can just fit into the day. So if you have an anchor point in your home, for example, or in your workplace, you've been sat down for a while, you walk through the door, and you just go and hang for a little while. Or you do some pull-ups for a little while, you do some leg raises. Once you've got an anchor point, there's many, many possibilities. Nice little sequence that I was practicing with Stevie here the other day. If we hang for a little while and then we move up quickly, we hold for a little while. We move slowly down. And then we do a leg raise. We lift the legs up. Slowly down. You can also do that with the bent legs. We lift them up and slowly down. And then we repeat. So we move up fairly quickly. Slowly down. Then we do the leg raise. Slowly down. And we repeat. Not until exhaustion. We repeat until we feel, okay, I've done a little bit of work. And that's an important point. When we're doing work that is strengthening the body, a really good rule to remember is not to exhaust oneself. If we exhaust ourselves, we're going to spend a lot of time in recovery. Now, yoga practice, one of the key ideas is it's what we do all the time. They say in the Chinese tradition, when the door is always being opened and closed, the hinges never get rusty. At least that's what I'm told they say in the Chinese tradition. But get the idea. When we're moving, things stay lubricated. So it's great to move a little bit every day. So much better to do 2 repetitions, a couple of times a day, every day, than 10 repetitions on Monday and be wiped out for the rest of the week. So adding in these little movement snacks here and there, great way to add, let's say, constant nourishing nutrition to the body through the day.